it's the next morning. I panicked a little bit then because I couldn't turn the camera on and I thought, oh no, it's broken. But I figured it out. So what happened last night was my hubby was banging on the back door, so I had to go let him in, and then he wanted to talk to me about how his day had been, and then I needed to cook dinner, so I never got back to this. And so I thought, well, I'll get up early and make a head start on this because I want to get it done. Because yesterday I had only just started getting into this, and then it was time to stop. So I didn't get much done at all. My hubby had a good time. He went to the exhibition of French classic cars, and a lot of them were vintage cars, some he'd never seen before. And he took some good photos, but he said it was really difficult to get a car on its own and get a really decent shot of it because they were all close to each other, but I still think his photos are pretty good. So yeah, and he said they had the whole French thing. They had a French chef there who was making French crepes, and so they had a little stall there where they were selling nice food to eat, so he had himself a nice meal and then had a look around at all the cars, got talking to people, and found out a few things he didn't know. Like, he didn't know that they made motorbikes as well as cars. And I can't remember if it was Peugeot or Citroën. They were the two main types. Yeah, there was even a car from the 1920s which was really cute. Had one of those long stems with the steering wheel on the end of it. It looked really funny. They had the cars done up really well. They were beautiful and shiny, bright colours. Looked really good, very well cared for, considering they're so old. My throat's really croaky. So that was my hubby's day. Yesterday I slept in a fair bit, so my day was a fair bit shorter. That's why I wanted to get up early today and get into this instead of wasting time sleeping. Although I obviously needed the sleep. Alright, I might go around here and finish this one. I don't have a terribly steady hand, which is hard to make the lines nice and smooth. Sorry about my throat. Ooh, I managed to follow that one all the way around. That was good. We had a lot of rain last night. It was very heavy rain. So the garden's really wet, but looking good. think it really appreciates the goodness that the rain brings down. The plants do, I mean. I spoke with my mother. She was thinking about coming up on Thursday because it's going to be really good weather. But unfortunately I have an appointment to see my dermatologist on Thursday, so we'll have to change it. She's looking at possibly tomorrow or Friday. Which will be good. Sometimes too much water comes out and it blurs it. Definitely looks better when it's not smudged. Oh dear. I looked at it this morning and I thought, oh, maybe I should go over it with acrylic paint and start again. I don't know. I'm undecided about that. Which is why I'll keep going and see how I think about it later on. Because I could easily change my mind again, just think, no, it's alright, just leave it. Oh gosh. I'm also thinking, because I wanted to put some white highlights in her hair, and I'm thinking if I tried to do that, maybe it might blur the others underneath. And I'm not sure whether sealing it first might help with that. I suppose I could give it a try. I don't know whether these pastels will work over the top of hairspray. It was a bit thick and blurry. There's a lot of water coming now. I'm not applying any pressure to it at all. I guess it's just gravity making it come out. I might try putting a bit of white and see what happens, and if it smudges I'll go and seal it, and if that doesn't work I'll redo it in acrylic. A lot of work. got a feeling it's probably not going to show up. No. That's alright. Okay, I'm going to go spray it. I'll be back. Okay. I sprayed it. We'll see if this works. Some of this bit of marks from other colours on there spoil the whiteness of it. Even this brown is showing up from the brush. Hopefully that'll work, but we'll see. See how it dries, I guess. Was a bit silly. I got it all over my hands. I brushed the chalky bit across the paper on the drop paper and got it on my hands. Alright, I need dry paper to dry my hands. I don't know if that's working or not. I suppose I should try and dry it and see. Let's use my heat gun because it's a little bit quieter. Quieter than the hairdryer anyway. Yeah, it's come through as white. I don't know if it looks all that great, but it's worked. So I just want to try and highlight the bits that are up high so that they would be getting the sunlight a bit. It's up here as well. postman just went past before and it sounded to me like he stopped. So I went out there because hubby's gone down the street shopping, so normally he gets the mail. So I went out there. There's nothing in the letterbox. He tricked me. He probably just paused and checked through what he had and then realised he had nothing for us and kept going. It's a bit disappointing when you think, oh, the postie's been there, there might be something there. And then you see, oh, there's nothing. So I'm still waiting for that swap mail to come from Western Australia, which is not that far away from us. Can't believe it's taken so long. I don't know whether it's really highlighted, it just makes it look a bit murky. Oh well. I'll do some on the dips and valleys as well, so hopefully that will make a difference. I picked up the chalk then and the cap for the water brush and I almost went like that. Not thinking. Alright, now I wanted to do some darker. Now I've forgotten which colour I was using. I think that might be the one. I'm going to grab the lid of a tin, which I've done this in here before. Just put a bit of the colour and then water it down a lot. So I can just do the darker areas. Might be not dark enough. Too much water, not enough colour. Ooh, still a lot of water. I might leave it at that for now. Now, what else I was going to do is do a bit more shading. Basically because she's in the water, I want her to have the blueness around her and on part of her face, hopefully to make it look like she's underwater. I might do it this way. I got cold, so I'll put a cardigan on. Hubby's just back from the shops. We don't do a weekly shop all at once. He just goes out every day and gets whatever we might need, which surprisingly ends up that he has to go every day. We always need something. But it's good for him with his type 2 diabetes. He needs to get some form of exercise, so for him that's his walk for the day. Shops aren't very far away, but it's far enough that it gives him a good walk. Probably about 20 minutes each way. So yeah, that's good for him. To this side now. I just had a look at, because I had to empty the memory card, and I had a look at some of the stuff and I didn't realise you could see part of my face. So you got to see me. See what this old chook looks like from the side. Mostly my nose. It's not a terribly pretty sight. I don't think my mermaid's hands are that crash hot, but hands are extremely hard to do. So I always admire if I see someone else's work and they've got really good hands on the person they've drawn. Really admire that, because I know how hard it is to do, to get them to look realistic, or even slightly realistic. Sun's come out. Well, it's trying to. There's still a fair few clouds around. It's quite cool today. I think the only day this week that's going to be decent weather will be Thursday. The rest of the days are going to be cloudy and quite a few showers around. Be nice just to have some warm weather to spend a bit more time outdoors. I went out yesterday morning to water a few things that are under the veranda so they don't get the rain, and I've got a few pots of strawberries, and I noticed that a couple of them are almost ready to pick, so that's pretty exciting. Homegrown strawberries are so much more tasty than the ones you can buy in the shops. Same with tomatoes as well. The flavour is incredible, just so yummy. We've got raspberries growing as well, which generally come after the strawberries. The strawberries get going quite early. But the thing is, unless you grow hundreds and hundreds of the plants, you're not going to get very many berries, because they only sort of ripen one or two at a time, mostly one at a time, so you don't get a whole big crop of them. But they're still nice just to have one or two on your cereal or with something else. Excuse me. Now I'm hot. Take my cardigan off. I've accidentally got bits on, but that's alright, because I wanted to put a bit of blue on her anyway, just to give a little bit more shading. Because I've got the hairspray on there, it's not sort of seeping in, it's just sitting on the surface. That's alright. Very faint bit here. open my cup. I've got a cup of ginger and apple tea, which is a new one my hubby just got me. I'm trying it out. I've got ginger and lemon, that's quite nice, but this new one, ginger and apple, sounded interesting. It smells really nice. I don't know what it tastes like yet. I'll have to let it cool down a bit. I think I should have done this before I sprayed her, but a bit late now. I'll go all around her hair as well, but I might finish her face off first. Let's put a bit of shading inside her ears. Alright, put that aside for a second. Let's have a look at this close up. Not too bad, I suppose. Now, where's my marker? I hope that this is still going to work alright. Oh, it's a bit dry. I'll try and do this faintly. It's actually going on pretty good over the hairspray, actually. Oops. The smile's a bit crooked. I'm going a bit too far out from the edge of her lips, but bad luck. Ooh, crooked. I might put some more colour in the lips afterwards. Fix that up a little bit. I don't often put eyelashes on my girls because I don't do it very well. Something else I really need to practice. I don't think I want our eyelashes on her. I think a mermaid underwater doesn't really need them. That's my excuse. A very faint line for her nose. Oops. Okay. I'll go back with the pencil. Oops, that's the wrong one. I'll just have a sip of my tea. Not bad, although I think it smells nicer than it tastes. Let's put my cardigan back on. Feeling quite chilly. No, I don't want it too dark, do I? Just faint. Maybe that's a bit too faint. Paper's warped a little bit. Yeah. Sort of give her a little bit of cheekbone. Oh, it's a long way to reach up. I noticed that quite a few people have their tripod on the table with them, which I can't do because my table's not big enough. But I think, gosh, how do you manage when you've got the tripod legs right there and you have to try to work around them? It must be difficult. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm just giving it a very light blue. Yeah, just putting a very light touch of the blue on for shading, hopefully making her look more underwater. only very pale though, so you can see the other colour underneath. It's a bit blotchy there.